Hey, good evening, Map here, Map Investments. Been about a week since I did a video. I want to say it's been a week, more or less. Hope all of you are doing well. Um, yeah, about 6 days ago, with the China lockdown protests, spook markets, and markets have been gyrating. There's some good volatility, even though the VIX is indicating um, about 21 and change last I saw. Let's go to the futures for today's future update and talk a little bit about the market. Currently, what I'm seeing in this market, it's a great time to be a futures trader. With these movements up and down, um, it's very prudent to use these products that are available to you. And if you're not familiar with them, I will go to my archive and look at the video on the micros, and it shows you the values on them. Great trading tools. So unfortunately, I didn't do a video last week. I had my mother-in-law in the hospital, and I've been spread thin without my wife, my partner in crime, has been beside her mom uh, for many days now. So it's been pretty hard on the family, and I've been wearing a lot of hats. Dad, mom, doing everything around the house. So prayers to my mother-in-law. Hope she gets better and gets out soon and gets back to the house with us. So I went in today with the 10 year. Um, I wanted interest rates to go up, and I sold on my orders today, filled. It was probably one of my earlier trades. I got out of my 10 year at a 3.59. Right now we're at 3.58, so we're down a little bit on the interest rates. Um, but I knew they were going to jump back off from like the 3.5 mark, because they seem to be running a little bit low. Now, what spooked the markets today and has caused the sell off, which we got a reversal on Friday. We were down big on Friday on the good jobs report. Well, for those that say that are good, but it was so when you really dig into the numbers. And we're starting to see more and more layoffs trickle in the system now. But the market rallied back and finished unchanged on Friday. And then we got more economic data today that was pretty good. So now good news is bad news, because good news means the Fed supposedly can raise interest rates, and that hurts stocks. So that's why stocks are reacting negatively to the good news. The dollar, I don't know. This sometimes the dollar doesn't show here, but it should be over 105. The dollar is at 105.16. That big support and resistance level is 105, and it was able to obtain it again today, and it's over 105. Foreign currencies, we got some green here. The yen is down a little bit, and the rest are pretty much up. Bitcoin almost at 17,000. Miraculously, I don't know how it's there. Uh, Up 135. I'm short a micro Bitcoin, and I'll probably hold it until it crashes. Um, so I went into the day, and I was kind of a little nervous. I had like three contracts of the micro oil for it to go down. I was short, and I was taking some pain. We were over $82 a barrel at one point, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And I had a hunch that today everything was gonna. I was short across the board, everything. I was short gold, silver, uh, all the indexes for the most part, which I covered obviously. And the gold and silver, I am a lover of the precious metals. It was more like of a hedge. They had run a lot and hedging my physical, and I did it for a short term trade uh, and bounce or dip, and then I'm now long on the futures. I went long, so I went long oil on this dip, and the S&P got hammered. It was almost at 4,100, and we fell below 4,000 to like, I want to say 39.90 was maybe one of the lows that we saw today. Gold also was off 30 bucks. Picked some micro gold up. It's only got like 800, not even 800 buying power. I didn't get out of my copper short, and I'm taking some heat there. And we'll look at some of the positions. I thought maybe it'll be weaker than from all the metals with housing slowing down and new construction slowing down. Small caps had a bad day. They're up a little bit in the after hours. See what else. The Nasdaq's up 23. Dow Jones up 76. Natural gas took a beating, down almost to 550. Palladium and platinum. Platinum at its 1,000 mark, and palladium's come down a bit, but holding almost close to 2,000. Silver up 22 cents. Silver's been very, very strong. Um, it was over 23.50, and now we're back down. It was at 22 40s today, and now we got almost a quarter up. VIX down 11 to 21 and a half, basically. The grains are open. Uh, Wheat got hit the hardest today out of all the grains, and it's really retraced a lot. Beans are holding, and corn have been pretty steady, but wheat has really been hit pretty hard out of all the grains. And those are your futures. I really haven't done much on the stock front because the VIX is only 21 and a half here on the VIX, and I think we can get to higher levels. And remember, if you sell options, because I like to be a net seller of options, if you sell them when volatility is low, that is a factor in your options of pricing. So you want to make sure that you want to sell when the fear gauge is up to get more premium on your options. And then when that fear goes away and the VIX goes down, like it's now 2150, 20, let's say it gets to 20, um, the premium on the options get deflated, and that's a factor in you making money as an option seller. Not only direction. Sometimes you can get the direction right, but the premium of the option comes out, and you don't even make money, and you got direction right. So that's happened to me in the past, and if you play with these options, you'll notice that as well. So you always gotta be uh, a net seller when it's the right time. So I really don't have much going on a stock front. We can take a look at that. Um, on my positions, uh, so silver, I'm up 220 right now, which are these are the futures. I'm down $5 on the Dow Jones for a bounce. Nasdaq down $2. Copper's hurting me a little bit. I thought copper were gonna roll down with all the other metals today, but it didn't go down enough. I think I'm at 375 average on the short on the micro. Gold up 53. S&P 750 down. Oil down $1. Bitcoin down 77.50, and down 12.50 on the small caps. Um, I think Pepsi announced some layoffs. Pepsi layoffs. So Pepsi plans to cut hundreds of corporate jobs, report says. So we're starting to see layoffs all across the board. I don't think this job report has really captured the grasp of what's going on. Remember, unemployment is a lagging indicator. So we might start seeing, and this is what the Federal Reserve wants. They want to see a cooling labor market, and that is why the stocks went down on Friday. They came back because Jerome Powell has mentioned that they're going to do smaller cuts, not cuts, smaller raises. I'm sorry, on the interest rate, and I think the next meeting is here shortly, heading into a holiday season, and we should probably get 50 basis points. That's what the forecasters say. Um, on the bar chart, I really didn't do a lot of options trades with so much movement. I repeat myself with the The futures, it's just a lot easier to do the futures, in my opinion. Let's take a look at the most active options. I got an email from FanDuel that somebody was trying to log into my account. Well, good luck. Uh, not big into gambling on football. Anyways, Tesla down 12 at 182. That's a pretty big hit there, down 6%. I think Tesla news today was that they were selling. I want to say they were selling less in China. I think maybe is what I heard today. If I'm not mistaken, maybe I'm not shopping. I just want some news. Well, see, Tesla China denies media reports of output cut in Shanghai plant. So that's why maybe the stock was down big today. Not sure. Um, Apple down a buck, Amazon $3, Meta $1, Bank of America. Wow, Bank of America, 34.47. Ooh, interesting. I mean, the banks are in a tough position. I mean, they're not doing refinancing. They're not really doing a lot of mortgages with rates at 7. Autos have cooled off with interest rates like at 10%. So, like, I mean, ooh, hard deal. Nvidia down 2, Alphabet $90, AMC down 8%, Google flat pretty much, and AMD 73, Telray. I think they were talking about marijuana or something with the government. I'm not sure. Um, let's see what it. I think they were talking about maybe marijuana. Let's see what the marijuana news is with Telray up on the board. Marijuana. How you spell marijuana? Marijuana? Marijuanas. Marijuana. Biden's health secretary. Oh no. What is this? Scoop. Well, that's 2 days ago. Oh, here we go. Marijuana moment. Fate of marijuana banking reform uncertain as lawmakers delay defense bill consideration amid disagreements. So they're pushing banking reforms for the cannabis industry. All right. So maybe that's why Tilray was up on the board. Netflix has been strong, and they're doing good. Reed Hastings said they've been doing good with their ads. That stock's been bucking the trend. I mean, ad dollars are going over there, in my opinion. Netflix is a force to be reckoned with right now. Netflix is looking good. It's been strong. Neo down 2%. Microsoft 1.89. Coinbase $46. Bed Bath and Beyond soon to be bankrupt. Uh, XP, that's China EV, Ford 13, Citigroup 45. Man, these banks are getting destroyed, man. CRM down 10. I think some executive left there. ExxonMobil down 3. Boeing's been strong, 185. I think they got an order. Somebody wanted to do an order with them, but they've been having more consistent good news. PayPal 73. Mara, Bitcoin correlated down 11. American Airlines $14. ChargePoint 11. GameStop down 7. I thought I heard Carl Icahn was short Oxy and GameStop. JP Morgan down 131. Oxy down 66. Carnival $9. Blackstone has been annihilated, bro. Blackstone had a big story that I didn't even do a video on in regards to people trying to get their redemptions, and they won't let them. They Why Blackstone 69 billion property fund is signaling pain ahead for real estate industry. Blackstone limits on REIT withdrawals should come as no surprise to financial advisors. Yeah, look that up. Do your research on that big deal, man, with Blackstone. That's no bueno, no good. Um, Wells Fargo down 5%, 43. No love for the banks. Shopify 40, United Airlines 45, Walt Disney 3 down. They got Iger there. I think Iger was trying to do plans with the state of Florida and DeSantis uh, to strengthen the relationship because there's been some deal going on with them and the state and the parks with land and I don't know. I'd have to do more research on that. Affirm buy now, pay later down 11%. Square down 7 to 63. I see a lot of green on the airlines. People liking airlines, huh? Guess airlines are doing good, huh? Maybe they're worth buying. Who knows? Lucid down 7. Just airlines are so boring, but looking at this, all of them are up. Uh, Riot blockchain, that's a correlated crypto play. SoFi 450 G's. Peloton 13 bucks, huh? That thing has managed to come back, huh? Oof. Fubo TV 276. Roblox 3124. AT&T 875. Target down to 155. Activision Snap 10 bucks. Activision supposedly is gonna get bought out by Microsoft. We'll see. Verizon 37 bucks. Uber 27. Snowflake down 10% to 135. Micron 54. Starbucks 103. Taiwan 81. I think Buffett got a position in that. CDE mining down 8% to $3.18. I mean, it was just a bloodbath all over the. What happened here? Oh, all over the board. It's all. Hey, stop that. All over the board is red. Really bad. Baidu. Chinese stocks have been going up. Maybe because they're restricting the lockdown, supposedly. We've already covered like 100 stocks there. Not a lot of green, guys. Here's another Chinese. JD up. Trip.com, another Chinese up. Target Hospitality. It's one of my favorite small caps. Incredible up. They do like housing for oil sector and other industries. So yeah, I mean, it's a tough market out there. I think it's better to play them with the futures, with these swings that we're having. Um, you got Verizon that plays a good dividend that's been down there. Carvana down 12%. Um, on the news front, I think it was just, I mean, Pepsi laying off people is pretty big. There wasn't really nothing on the news front to make it such a big, you know, day. I mean, the economic data is what caused the good data is what caused the markets to sell off. Urges so Jim Cramer urges investors to exit crypto. It's never too late to sell. Yeah, I'm not into that crypto crap. I never have. If you look at my archive, really haven't been a fan of that. Bankman could face years in prison. I don't know. You guys saw that interview, but that was I watched some of it. I mean, I don't know what this. I can't believe this cat. It's funny. It really is. Um, I think the trend is lower. Unless the Fed pivots, but the economic data is being decent. It allows the Fed to raise rates a little bit. So we shall see what happens with that. But it looks like the trend is lower. But you had Powell say that that they were going to soften the increases. That's what came out of his mouth when the market rallied. So let's see what's up with that. Um, I think the big news is Pepsi firing people. Pepsi's a big company. I wonder how many layoffs they're doing. Be interesting to see. I wonder if that article says everything is pro. Jeez, wow. I don't think we had earnings today. Uh, maybe. I know there's some earnings this week, but I don't think there were many today. We'll take a look at stock tweets and see. Um, Let me see what the Pepsi layoffs. If it says how many there were there. Well, it says hundreds. Corporate jobs all over the country. They employed 309,000 people worldwide. Big company. Really big company. Inflation's hurting everybody. Let's go back to the futures. See what they're doing. Alrighty, here in the micros. Got S&P up 7, oil up 78 cents, Nasdaq 20, Dow Jones 67, small caps 3. Yeah, well, let's see if we get a little bounce and get a Santa Claus rally. I wonder when. Let's see the calendar. When the Fed, I think they want to say it's the 13th. What's the calendar? 13th. FOMC meeting begins on the 13th. I think they make their rate decision on the 14th. Uh, yeah, at 2 o'clock. FOMC announcement. So we have this week and next week. We got rate increase of rates. We'll see what happens, and maybe we'll get a Santa Claus rally. I'm not calling for that. I I just don't see it. But maybe we get another bounce here. I really not. I'm not. I got a lot of dry powder right now. Because if you look at the charts, uh, let's just end it with the charts. It was textbook. We got rejected at pretty much at these levels that we should have been. I mean, we got over here on the daily. Let's maybe look at the weekly to get a picture of more long term. So the SPY hit the 50-day on this weekly chart, and it was a textbook. It hit it and it sold off on this longer time frame. This is a longer time frame. On the shorter time frame on the daily, it shows that it went over, but let's just take a longer view perspective, and you can see on the weekly that it touched and it got rejected right there. Boom. So I mean, a lot of people are calling for us to retest the low. I can see it. I can really see it. Um, I'm not long at all. I have a couple micros here and there for a bounce, but nothing crazy. And a lot of dry powder. Here's the Dow Jones. Now, the Dow Jones on the weekly, it is over the 50-day and pretty nicely. So, this is a stronger index out of the bunch, in my opinion. The Qs, uh, not good on the weekly. It's just the. And the daily, why is it doing this? Daily. On the daily, hit pretty much I can't really draw here on this one, but you can see it hit pretty much double top here and then back down. MACD looks like it might roll over. And then small caps. Small caps, IWM. This is on the daily, back down under the 200 day. And the weekly, tight range on the weekly. Between 176 and 190 more or less. Uh, the one that had a nice chart was silver. Looked pretty decent. Was tight averages and a nice break of those averages on the weekly. Let's take a look on the daily. Back over the 200 day, and everything is trending higher. Look for some good moves in silver, in my opinion. And gold got rejected here at the 200 day on the daily. Let's take a look at the weekly. And also on the weekly, hit that 168 and boom, rejected. But I expect gold to break out again. It will cross that 50 day on the weekly. Anyways, like, subscribe. It was good doing a video. Sorry, it's been more than a couple days that I like to try and do one every day. I've been better at it, but I got thrown off track with the family issue with my mother-in-law. Keep her in your prayers. I hope all you guys are doing safe. Have a good night. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.